Greetings and salutations, my name is DrapPep. Welcome back to another episode. Today I'm actually heading out to Huntington Beach to visit my mom. And we decided to visit the old neighborhood that I grew up in as a kid. So yeah, I'm taking 2 cameras, and I have a camera on my phone, so technically 3 cameras. So here, this is what I've got going on. I've got this one, which, by the way, this was like the first camera I started off with when I started this channel, and it was so hard to because it was always like this, but I could never figure out if I was in frame or not. Because unless I was to see this part of the camera, I had no idea. And then like more than half the time in my older videos, like either the camera would be tilted up too high or too low, and I would like never know. And then this is what I've been filming all of my epic vlogs with. Alright, so we're on our way right now, and we stopped by Starbucks to pick up some drinks. We got a mocha frap, and this is my own creation. It's a Java chip frappuccino with caramel and chocolate syrup inside the cup with whipped cream. If you've ever been curious about what cavities taste like, this is your chance right here. I have a very high tolerance to like sugar, so it has to be super like sugary for it to be sugary to me. So to someone who doesn't have a high tolerance to sugar, this would be like the most disgusting thing you've probably ever tasted. But I mean, if you have a high tolerance, I mean, go for it. Try it. It's pretty good. What happened to your hair?
I decided to grow up and be a lady because I am a lady, and stop being a hippie.
You mean a lady from the 80s?
Well, actually, I'm hosting a chili cook-off, and As Bill Sees It book was released in 1967, and we're dressing in theme.
Oh God, a history lesson.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you get homeschooled, guys. Your mom gives you history lessons like all the time. When I was a kid, I used to come over through here and collect insects. I had like a fascination with collecting bugs. And we used to have a Toyota van that we used to park right there. Our old apartment complex is right there. That's where I used to live when I was a kid. It didn't always used to look like this. It used to look a lot better. Like, they used to always put concrete down, and they kept the streets clean. But, I mean, it's been, what, 20 years since I've been here? Since the 90s? But that's always been there, though. I always remember this plant being there. And our landlord used to live in this house right here. Hey, Dad. Do you remember which garage was yours?
Yeah.
My dad used to have, what was it, 57? 57 Chevy? So, like, once or twice a week, he would come out here and work on his Chevy.
The second one.
Is this one?
Yeah.
Hey, open it up. Let's see what's... I used to have friends that used to live right there, right in the corner. And I used to play Pokemon with them. Pokemon cards. I had friends.
About the Power Ranger that lived in this house right here?
I've posted on
It doesn't
Facebook.
look like that anymore, though.
Doesn't look like that anymore. But no, the Red Ranger used to live right there from the show. From the Power Rangers TV series. And like, it was kind of cool living next to the Red Ranger. Even though I couldn't like talk to him because he was really, really private about it.
Yeah, he was young still. He was
But
20s at that time.
just the fact that I lived next to the Red Ranger was amazing. You used to walk right down here, and then right in here.
Yep, to go buy candy.
Go buy candy
Go
and
buy
to like.
candy and go to the comic book store, and that's when you fell in love with comics. Because I would take you to the comics book store at night, and I'd say, "Okay, we're gonna go down here and get some candy now." You'd have your little Green Lantern.
That's right. And my green. Actually, I remember that now. I did have a Green Lantern lamp. I totally forgot. Okay, right there. Check this out. That right there, that clubhouse. We used to go in there. Oh, it's not a clubhouse anymore. So back in the day, that used to be a clubhouse, and I used to go in there like 4 times a week to play Pokemon. And we would go to the comic book store, which was at the corner. Huh?
Who lived in there?
I don't remember. I don't remember their names, but it was the brother and sister. The one that you said that was like no good for me and it was like a bad influence.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Yeah. So when I would buy comics and I would take them over there, and then we would read comic books together as like a club and play Pokemon cards. And then like months later, I found out they're actually stealing my Pokemon cards the whole time. So when I was a kid, we just got here. When I was a kid, I used to come here to feed ducks. Did you hear that? She says I can't go over here. Watch me. But back in the day, come through here. This is where I'd feed the ducks. It was right there. I would run back and forth through here, all the way back, and I would try to see if the ducks would follow me. Look at this. There's turtles in the water. Can you see the turtles? Oh, I wouldn't eat that, buddy. So this place right here that we just are leaving from now, this place, is right around the corner from the apartment complex, which is just a little bit past there. Because that's the apartment complex I said my 2 friends lived in there. So like, if you were to keep coming down this way and around the corner, this is where you would meet up. So now we are in the process of going to locate the old comic book store I used to go to as a kid, which is like right across the street from here. And what's a trip is that right there used to be like a, what was that, sports chalet or a...
Yes.
Yeah. And you'll see like holes on the side of the wall there. That's because they used to do rock climbing lessons right there. And I remember the first day they start putting them up there, and I had no clue what they were until I saw people climbing on them. And all of a sudden, like, I guess someone like got injured on that wall, and they had to stop doing the lessons because it wasn't proper padding on the floor for them to be doing it on the side of the building.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
Yeah, but if you look up there on the very top of the roof, you can still see like the hitch points where they would tie off the rope up top there. There it is. There's the old sports chalet. So what? You said they went out of business? Mm-hmm. Did the company go out of business or just the store?
Yeah, same thing with the store. The
really?
Business. Yeah, because the sports chalet by us went out too.
That's right.
Yeah.
Look at that. Vacant.
Before they put the sports chalet in, it was Dietrich's Coffee.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't even remember that. I only remember this being a sports chalet.
Okay, this is where
Look,
it would be.
there's Vaughn's.
Yeah.
That wasn't a Vaughn's before though. That used to be a Pavilions.
Which is, it's gone.
Yeah, the Pavilions isn't.
No, the comic book store is gone.
You're right. The comic book store. No, it's not. There it is, right there.
Oh, yay!
Comic book store. Was that a serious question, sir? Yeah. Only a heathen wouldn't go in there, okay?
A non.
That would be sacrilegious of you not to go in there. Some blasphemy. Comics Unlimited. This is so cool.
I used to go to Greek calendars a lot.
Yeah, it's still there. Re-calendars. You know what's ironic?
Where it all started, Sean.
Nothing's changed.
This is where it all started.
This is still the same layout. No, this is the same. Like these, this was here, and then
These are new. These cabinetries are new. They're Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I guess you're right. The cabinets are. This right here is new. But I mean, since '94, this is still looks the same. All right, take it later, guys. This was awesome.
Yeah, it was.
So I pretty much shared
Don't come out here.
like some memories in there, and I got some comics as well. And they said that they were doing a like a special, a comic book day, and they were going to pass these out for free. And they said, well, since you're like not going to be here for very much longer, here's a free pen. And I'm like, yes, free pen. So, yeah. As soon as we get back to the van, I'll show off what I got. Which comic books did you get?
I got a couple of Harley Quinns.
She got a couple of Harley Quinns. And then I got, let me open, let's see here. Like they were having a deal where it was like, if you buy 10 comics, we'll like bring it down to $5 total. And they had like a lot of like Spider-Man comics. This one was $4 though, the Godzilla comic. So that one was cool. And I was like, oh man, I have all these Spider-Man comics. I don't know which ones I want. But then, as I kept digging, they had the Darkness. And I was like, oh my god, the Darkness. I gotta have all of these. So I got like a whole bunch of the Darkness comics. Alright.
You're gonna edit all this, right? All this that you're doing, you edit it before you post it?
Yeah, I edit. I'm gonna edit.
Except for that.
Except for that. So, anyways, we are right now on our way to the library, and this is kind of like a tough memory for me because when I was a kid, I fell off my bike at this library, and when I say fall off my bike, I mean I ate it. I ate it hard.
Yeah, because you wouldn't stop.
I couldn't. I hit the railing and like I went up and over the bike bars, and my face became the street. Like I busted out my face, I broke my nose, I like cracked my skull. I had to be rushed to the hospital. So I broke out like all my front teeth, and like I couldn't eat anything solid for like a couple of weeks. I had to eat like applesauce and like stuff that blended. You've never truly hated life until for like,
One of your permanent teeth.
yeah, they were all baby teeth that were knocked out, that's right. But you never truly hate life until you've lived a diet of nothing but mush. Just like for 2 weeks straight, nothing but no solids. Like, just explosive diarrhea from nothing but mush. This was the park that I fell.
Move over there.
Oh yeah, no, but this was like a part of the park though. But right now we're gonna go into the library because the library is like adjacent to the park. So. I did say that. I used to say, what would happen if this right here starts to like overflow? Because I like the idea that there was a drainage down there just wasn't registering in my head.
So like in my head, all I was seeing was just constant water being drained into this. You know what? It used to be cleaner than that. It didn't look like Mountain Dew. Hey.
1 o'clock we open on Mondays.
What?
It's a Monday thing.
What time is
Monday
it?
thing. I don't know, what, 20 after or so?
Right now it's 12:24.
12:24. Okay, we'll go to the park and we'll be back.
Thanks.
That's weird.
I know, right?
Yeah.
If we didn't get here at 10 o'clock, it would really be late.
I'm sorry, but we don't open till 1. Well, congratulations on being the only library that opens that late. Okay, what's really funny, now that I came back here as an adult, I was like 100% spot on. When I was a kid, I used to think that this library looked like the main entrance to Jurassic Park in the movie. And now as I come back here as an adult, I see it now. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm 100% spot on. That is the entrance to Jurassic Park. And look, they have the high voltage everything to keep the raptors in. It has the same, listen.
on, you can do it.
Okay, ready?
You can do it.
Ready?
Yeah.
Just like the picture, right? Just like the picture? Hold on, hold on. Okay, here we go, here we go.
See you do that again.
All right, up and over.
Yeah, it's kind of scary. Watch them chonies. Oh boy.
You only get one set of those.
Oh man.
I think he should have probably went up one more bar.
I got it. Oh man, that does not feel good to the groin, I'm telling you.
Tup, tup.
Okay. And then you go like this, like that again, and you... Sniffed your butt.
Did it?
Yeah.
How dare it?
That squirrel straight up sniffed your butt.
I didn't even see it.
I did.
Get him on film?
Yeah.
Did you?
This is all new. And it's like swarming with bees.
These are all girls. The females collect the honey or the pollen that they take back to the nest. See, it's perfectly fine.
So what you're telling me is the females do all the work and the men
Females do
stay
all
at
the
the
work,
hive.
and the males. There's actually drones. They're asexual. They don't have a sex, and their job is to keep the hive a consistent temperature. So they stick around in there and they flutter to keep the eggs cool.
I thought there was a bee on my neck.
No. And then there's one queen. And if the queen dies,
They all die.
princess will be born. And what they do is they overfeed her. They overfeed her. Hello, good morning. Hello, babes. Hello. Hello.
So the library's now open. Wow.
Spent a lot of time in here.
Yeah, we did. Wow. Tom Sawyer? I remember coming up here and I always like watching the fish.
You go round and round and around.
I totally forgot about this. I honestly forgot all about this. I remember we used to come here and I just kept...
Theater.
Oh yeah! This was an actual like theater in
Go
here.
through the small door and there'd be puppets inside.
Yes. I totally forgot about this.
The bubbles. So here's the bubbles.
This one's not working.
All this stuff.
It's supposed to do that right here. All the
They
bubbles.
use the restroom right here.
Around 65 million years ago,
This was here when I was a kid.
relative blind predecessor in their kind of reptile abruptly and mysteriously vanished from
I used to hang out.
Painted and put this stuff on extra.
I used to hang out right there.
Yeah.
I would literally go in through every single one of these books and read all of them.
And this stuff.
Well, this right here was like my favorite part of the library because this was the part that reminded me the most of Jurassic Park. If you come up here, you actually see this actually wraps all the way around and downwards. But this alone reminded me completely of Jurassic Park. Here's the cafeteria. This is the location. My mom would come here for like hours just reading books. And I'd get bored, so I would like bring comic books with me to read. And as she would be picking out books, I'd be sitting right there reading comic books. And I'd be here for like hours just waiting for her to finish up. It just feels weird because this place just looks so big to me. So big. I mean, yeah, I was a little kid at the time, but I don't know. It's just not as grand as it used to be, because it used to be this gigantic building with huge structures. We are right now in Costa Mesa. We're going to an El Pollo Loco to eat, but it's right next to the next place I lived after Huntington. It's because eventually we end up moving out of there, and this apartment right here, that's the apartment I used to the other apartment I lived. That one right there. This one. This one. So I think I'm going to end the video here. I can't find a charger to charge my other camera up, which is fine because we're just going to eat, probably go see a movie, and then that's it, call it a day.